Hi everyone, I'm Cyndi Combs. I'm an empowerment coach in Vallejo, California, helping you transform your life from exhausted and striving to energized and thriving. Today we're talking about the Anthony William Liver Rescue Cleanse, and we're on day 8. There's nothing new on day 8. It's a complete repeat of yesterday, except we don't get the starch at dinner time. As far as I'm concerned, this is the most challenging day of the cleanse because I'm bored with Brussels sprouts and asparagus, but we need to eat them one more time tonight for dinner. So I am choosing to grate the Brussels sprouts raw into my liver rescue salad and serve that with the steamed asparagus one more time. I'm delighted that we have the spinach soup for lunch today that saves me from a little bit of the constant salad chewing that we've had over the last few days. And I'm looking forward to the liquids only diet tomorrow of blended oranges, papayas, and melons. We get unlimited amounts of those tomorrow, and I'm really looking forward to the delicious cantaloupe. But that's it. One more day after the challenging day, and we are at the end of the cleanse. Look how far we've come. Yay us! You've invested a huge amount of effort to get this far and a huge amount of money in organic produce, so don't give up. Lack of variety is my biggest complaint, and it seems to be the biggest complaint of other people as well. It's the biggest complaint that I'm hearing, alongside I'm tired of apples. I do encourage you again to try different varieties of apples and find ones that you really like, or switch it up so that you're trying different varieties throughout the day. So we're persevering because we want better health and increased energy and all the wonderful benefits that Anthony says our livers are getting from this cleanse. So if you're feeling a little challenged today, go back and read the sections of his book that pertain to your personal challenges or symptoms. Read through the meditations at the back of the book. Go for a walk around the block. Distract yourself from the fact that you're bored. Pick up a creative project that inspires you, or grab a fiction book to read for fun and get lost in that. Most of us arranged our days so that our cleanse so that days 8 and 9 would fall on the weekend, so that we don't have too many physical requirements on these final days of the cleanse, as our livers do the powerful work of deep cleaning, getting rid of toxins, getting rid of repressed emotions, and possibly even hidden pockets of viruses lurking in the darkest reaches under all that other stuff. So you may feel a little sluggish today and tomorrow, or you may feel energized. Remember that each of us has a unique history and health story. So just allow whatever comes up for you and surrender to the process of allowing your body to heal. Allow yourself plenty of rest. If you're sticking to your workout schedule, keep it far lighter than usual. Maybe skip the strength training since we don't have any protein in our diets this week. Stick to your stretching and fewer steps than usual. If you've got a goal of 10,000 steps a day, then don't press yourself to get there. If you get to just 5,000 or 7,000, know that you're doing a really great job, because you're letting your liver have all of the energy. You're letting it do all of the work. And tomorrow's day 9. Look at us accomplishing our goals. When I did the cleanse the first time, I enjoyed the blended melons and the liquids day much more than our last day of Brussels sprouts. I'm thinking the same thing's going to be true again this time. Now, last month, my favorites were the blended cantaloupe and the blended Gallia melons. You can mix up the melons and the orange juice together if you like, but I appreciate the flavors of the individual melons, and so I blend them alone. I did the same with the cucumber and apple juice. Anthony prescribes a certain, 16 ounces, I believe, of the cucumber and apple juice in the morning and 16 ounces in the evening. And I didn't like them together, so I just had my cucumber juice first and followed it up with my organic apple juice. I'm also not a fan of papaya, so I left that out altogether and focused on the melons. Watermelon makes a pretty good tasty blend too. So remember to get in 2 servings of the celery juice tomorrow and 2 servings of the apple cucumber juice, along with unlimited calories in blended oranges, papayas, and melons, as your taste dictates. And that's our final day. I'm so proud of all of us. I know I'm proud of me. I did this cleanse last month, and I'm very excited that I completed it a second time. That was a huge goal of mine. So yay me, and yay you for being here with me and allowing me to support you through this cleanse. So if tomorrow's the final day, what about day 10? How do we follow up on all of these healthy detox days? We really don't want to just jump right in to our usual full amounts of fats and proteins that we're used to eating. Anthony William advises taking a couple of extra steps to honor our liver for all the hard work that it just did for us. He recommends liquids and high-quality glucose on the 10th day, as well as avoiding radical fats and animal proteins altogether. On day 11, Anthony recommends doing the liver rescue morning, which is outlined on page 334, which basically says to hydrate really well and avoid radical fats before lunch. While I do intend to follow his advice on day 10, I know that on day 11, I'm going to have my coffee with a little bit of cashew cream. That's my own particular drug of choice, and I'm really looking forward to it. What happens after that for me? I'm allergic to dairy and wheat and sugar, so I'll be avoiding those post-cleanse. But this could be an opportunity for some of you to do a little elimination diet testing as well. Now, an elimination diet is where you remove foods from your diet that you suspect may cause issues and then pay big attention to what your body says when you eat that food again next. For example, you haven't eaten any dairy, sugar, wheat, corn, soy, or eggs for 9 days now. To figure out which foods you may be allergic to or which foods your body simply has trouble with, you do not introduce all of these back into your diet on the same day. If you eat a big mess of tacos and then have a reaction, you don't know if the reaction was from the corn tortilla or the cheese or the grilled chicken. So bring in each food group back at one at a time. Let me say that again. Bring each food group back in one at a time, and then wait 2 or 3 days before reintroducing any others. This gives time for your body to have a reaction if it's going to, before you bring in another food group that you want to see if you're going to have a reaction to. When you introduce one of the new foods, notice any symptoms. Do you feel phlegmy? Do your intestines react? Nose run? Rash get worse? Look for anything that your body is saying now that it was not saying while you were off of that food. Something that my naturopath told me that is that you want to reintroduce the food in a large serving and also in as pure a form as possible. So when you reintroduce wheat, don't choose bread to do that because there are a lot of other ingredients in bread that you might react to. Grab some whole wheat cereal with no added ingredients and snack on handfuls of that. When you introduce dairy, stick with cheese or milk because most yogurts are going to have added sugars. So pick a pure form of that food and then have a nice large serving of it. Pay attention to how you're feeling. Maybe write those symptoms down. Maybe notice that, hey, I'm not having any symptoms. So that could be a food that you reintroduce and keep. If you can be patient enough to track your progress as you reintroduce one food at a time, you can leverage the benefits of this cleanse to include making informed choices as you move forward in health, and that's going to provide more energy in your life. What if that nagging pain in your back is actually caused by something you're eating? Would it be worth it to you to give up some foods for good if your chronic symptoms disappear? I suppose that depends on how bad those symptoms are. So tomorrow I'm not posting a video. I plan to journal and do some gardening, maybe take an afternoon nap, and let my liver do its healing work. I'm still available by text or email, so please reach out if you have any questions or need support. I will be back on day 10 after the cleanse is complete for me, but I know that some of you are still continuing at that time and not reaching day 9 until Sunday or Monday. I plan to post something for this support group each day through next Wednesday, May 29th, with more hints, tips, inspirations, and encouragement to help you keep motivated and moving toward your more energized life. You guys are awesome. Don't forget that you're awesome. You're doing this because you are awesome and you deserve abundant good health. Thank you so much for being with me through this cleanse, and I look forward to seeing you on day 10.